Hey, it's MK and I am back with another Scraptember 2022 prompt for you guys today, and today is our scraps. So I had all of these little embellishments left over on a desk and they fell together just like this. I ended up gluing them all together and just really liking how they looked, even though they were from four different projects. So I have my little bin here, which I normally wait until it's full. Now it's over full and I still have not cleaned it up. I am so over full that I have little bits and pieces on my desk hanging out because they don't fit in this bin. So what I thought I would do really quickly is just unload this bin, I guess is the best word to say it. So what I do is I start organizing things into piles. I have a paper pile, an embellishment pile, an alpha pile, which is these little pre-made word alphas as well, and then a tool pile for those that, just basically don't belong and I just need to put them away or clean them. I also have like whole brand new products in here and whatnot. So those also just need to be put away. I've got pre-made pattern paper. Here's all this brand new product. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot that was in there. Yeah. I also have bits and pieces from my Tonic Studio kit, which took me a minute to realize what they were. To be honest, I was like, wait a minute, why is all this washi in here? And then I realized that I had not put away my Tonic Studio kit that I get, and it is a kit that, in all honesty, is just, I get it for the Nouveau product, right? I don't mind the really cool papers and whatnot, but honestly, I get it for the Nouveau product, and you can see it's a bunch. I get a bunch every month, and I just absolutely love it. Okay. I'm also putting things away like my my rub-ons. I'm putting them back in sheets and stuff. All the little individual die cuts that aren't on a carrier sheet or in a package are going over up into the left. I'm taking most of my papers, the full-sized ones, I'm setting off to the side because there's just not enough room in the camera. And if I zoom out, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. You guys definitely don't want to see the rest of my desk. All the smaller pieces, I'm just setting off, smaller pieces of paper, I'm setting off over on the left, and all the embellishments are going, that are in packages, are going on the right. I've got brand new packages. You guys, this is just terrible. I've got foam that don't belong in there. Hey, look, that's a card. How cute. Just all this stuff. And then look what's left on this sheet. Just a bunch of bubbles. So why am I keeping the whole thing? I have no idea yet. Okay, so after I do all of that, I'm going to go through and sort through my papers. Now, clearly, I'm not going to accomplish those cute little embellishments with all this paper. There's no way. So I'm taking out all the larger strips of paper. It's just a guessing. I just know, okay, that's too much, that's too much, that's too much, that sort of thing. And putting them back in my bin for right now. But eventually I'm going to sort them and put them back into their color families, where they go, if there's still a theme, stuff like that. So eventually they will end up like that. For this purpose, I'm just sorting through all of my scraps. So that way I can create some embellishments using the prompt for today, which is scraps, if I haven't said that already. I've got a scrap of a cut file. I'll put that away as well. I have a brand new cut file going on, so I'll put that away. But now I'm going to go through and sort through all of my embellishments and whatnot. You guys, honestly, this is just way too much for me to comprehend, trying to make embellishments out of everything. So even though you see really cool piles going on, I'm not going to be able to get to everything, considering the fact that this video is probably pretty much too long as it is. So I'm dwindling it down to just mostly what was already opened, because they're already loose and I'm lazy. I don't want to put them away. Okay, so I took all those bubbles off that 49 and Market carrier sheet and I cut them all up. Now my goal again is to recreate this really cool cluster that magically made itself. In all honesty, I did nothing, you guys. It just was the way that it fell on my desk, the gear, and then all the, the ticket and the flower and the little word, it all fell on itself. And magically they were colors that matched. So I really want to recreate those types of things, but I needed to bring in some scrap paper because that was just all embellishments. There's no paper involved except for the cardstock that everything was printed on. So anyways, I went ahead and I divvied up all of my embellishments into what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles. The one up in the corner that's kind of greeny yellow tropical feel, that one I'm going to ignore for right now because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. I just left it on my desk. I've got another menagerie pile of twine and like enameled gems going on up in the upper left corner. And then of course, all of my scrap paper are over on the left. Now I'm going to go through all of those and see which way I want them to go. The one with the bright blue, that boyish collection, I'm trying to figure out, what to do with that instead of putting it back into my stash, because I did have a baggie that had some of that stuff in it. And I'm just debating, should I just put it back in the baggie or should I try to make a cluster out of just the leftovers of what I have? I'm not really sure yet. And then I start throwing in a bunch of other stuff. And I have 2 little strips of my coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever it's called, paper left, which really looked good with the black, but the blue matched the boy collection. So I wasn't really sure which way to go with that. And then I ended up making it its own little separation because I still have embellishments left for that would work too. So what I decided to do was this one little tiny embellishment is going to be its one and done. I have a cute little moon, and it's an acrylic moon. And then I have this letter M. So I thought, oh my gosh, M for moon. How cute, right? It's my last little Tim Holtz stencil letter left. These were weird. I'm just saying. I spelled a lot of words with these, but trying to use up the leftovers in a manner that made sense to me was pretty challenging, but this one kind of seemed to go. So I'm going to put the M next to the moon so that way it does look like M is for moon, and then put my acrylic piece down using some glue dots. I backed the M with the backside of this I don't know, inked paper. I think that's all it is inked. I don't know if I did anything. I might have sprayed it or splattered it too. But honestly, I used these as masking, and then they ended up just being really cool pieces I didn't want to throw away. Let's be honest. So then I'm going to take some labels that I have just hanging on my desk as well. And then I went into my stash and pulled out some tiny word stickers, because normally that's what finishes off a really cool embellishment is the tiny word stickers, bringing it into perspective, or what was the creator thinking when they made this embellishment cluster. And it's the tiny word stickers that kind of bring it all in. So, of course, I'm going to say discover imperfection, because I just thought that was a perfect little saying for, for this random, totally random embellishment that I'm creating. Anyways, and then I added those some bling to it, and that is it. I did have 2 random little stars that have nothing to do with each other. Added those on there as well. Again, I was just working with what was on my desk or in my bin, because they were on my desk because my bin was over full. And so that's where it was. Well, then I picked a pile. I just picked one. I had, like I said, 4 piles. I had the boy pile, and then what seemed like a travel pile. On travel underseas, I'm going to say it's undersea, and then kind of an outdoorsy pile. I picked this pile just because it seems like it was kind of fun, a little unusual colors, and just something that, I was in the mood to do. I won't be doing the other 2 piles as of today because this video got really, really super long. So I'm just going to work with this one pile and make, quite a few clusters for you guys today. And the first cluster was a one and done because that orange was only in 2 of these embellishments and none of the others. So I thought, I'll just go ahead and finish off this orange one. And without thinking about it, I thought I would zoom in. I am not good at remembering that I'm zoomed in, and sometimes I pull the cluster down towards me a little bit too much, and I can express enough that it is annoying to only see the top half of a project when you guys are all like trying to sneak up, like, lift it up, lift it up. I can hear you guys. I seriously, I do it all the time too. But I tried my hardest to keep it in the frame, and remembering where my center was in order to keep, my embellishments. But sometimes they do fall down below the line, and I pull it a little closer to me. But I did have fun creating these cute little embellishments, you guys. I really like this collection set. It's the die cuts, which aren't really die cuts, it was a cut apart sheet. They came from a really old Stampin' Up! Set. And what I had, this little airplane with its cute little heart going on, it was actually a Valentine set, to be honest. Anyways, that little heart, the airplane trail with the little heart reminded me of my bling that I had sitting on my desk as well. So I pulled those over to help me extend the airplane trail, but also to add a little bit more to these embellishments, because if not, they probably would have looked a little plain and okay as a starter. And then added somewhere else if, you use them on a layout or something like that. So yeah, they were okay by themselves, but once I added those swirls, those gem swirls, it did add a little bit more. I also had this washi left over on my desk from a previous project. Seriously, you guys, I haven't cleaned my desk in probably over a month. Yeah, it's bad. That box was getting over full, and normally I'm pretty good at cleaning it out once it starts getting to where I can't add anything else to it. And for some reason, I've just been go, 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 and nonstop to where I can't even clean up my desk. So some of these little airplane tickets or fair tickets or whatever they're called, some of them were off the page because, again, it was one full sheet, 12 by 12 sheet of these really cool tickets. And I ended up cutting them all apart. Like, I took the entire sheet and cut them all apart. And if you saw in the beginning, I divided them up. So I only kept the blue and the pink ones for this particular cluster set. But then I took my brown ones and put them in the travel set. And then I put my green ones and put them in with the travel underwater set, or outdoor set is the brown one. Sorry. So I divvied them up so that way it wasn't all, I have to make this green work with this kind of weird blue and red. So yeah, I did like that a lot better. I had a little bit more success creating my clusters using just the colors that made sense with the embellishments that I was trying to use. Now, even though I'm not necessarily recreating, the gear with the cute little cluster and all that stuff, I really brought that in to share with you guys where I got my inspiration. I mean, it just, like I said, it was a whole bunch of embellishments from 4 different projects that fell together beautifully. And so I really wanted to empty out my box and see what else I could make just using what was in my box. So I do have 2 other piles ready to go. The boy collection did end up going back in with the rest of the items that I had in a baggie for that. It just felt weird breaking it up right now, like right now. So anyways, I do have 2 more sets to do, and I probably will record them. If I don't do it on a live, I will record them and put them on YouTube. But I might save them for the live. I really might, because I'm dying to do a live, you guys. I really am. I just need to find the time to do it. So anyways, a few more clusters. I think I have this one or 2 more. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm just playing with what I have. The only thing that I went to in my stash to go get were my tiny word stickers. But I'm making what I have on my desk work, and I absolutely love this. Oh my gosh, that airplane trail that I just put on is so cute. This is one of the ones that I forgot where my camera was, and it mostly ended up off screen. But the camera trail, what I'm trying to do is get it unsticky, so that way it doesn't stick to anything when I do end up, putting it away or whatever I do with it. So that was one of the ones. And then I believe this is the last one. I don't know. I might have another one. I'm not sure. So the special delivery, it was rather long. It was kind of awkward to play with. it just was weird and it wasn't working well with me. Now, I have to say that this mint cardstock, I stamped on it and then I colored my stamping in and with watercolor. And so I did end up getting a lot of splatters on it. But I liked how it looked. I like that effect of the slightly distressed splatter look, even though it was from another project. You know, it just had nothing to do with what was going on, but I like the end result. Oh, I do have one more. Anyways, I have no idea. But I am combining two with one because this little passport needed a little bit of help. And I do like that mint with the red. It's starting to grow on me. And so I'm combining my last couple of airfare ticket dilios that I have. I'm combining those together so that way I can use them up as well instead of, having leftovers and what do I do with the leftover type of deal. So once I figure out how I like them, set and placed and whatnot, I do end up going back through and starting to glue things down, and I'll get to another spot and then I'll figure out, okay, what next? What else does this need? This passport really didn't need anything else, but I really wanted to use this pink vellum. It was the last that I had. I thought that if I folded it in half, it would be a little bit more pink. And then I thought, no, I like this ocean paper. It's supposed to be waves, but when you add it to airfare, it looks like wind. And so I thought, I really do like this paper used. Plus it's the right mint, just the right tone for what I was doing. And so I went ahead and changed up the pink and brought in this wind, in all honesty. You can only see a few little airplane dilios to know that it's airplane, but that is what I have for you guys today. I didn't realize that I left trash because it's kind of one of those that it's see-through, and I had no clue that it was even there. You can see it in the photos, but that's about it. And then when I started to take close-ups, I took it away. So so those are my little clusters using my scraps today. I had a lot of fun. Please stay tuned. I am going to do the other two clusters eventually. Like I said, if I don't do it on my Facebook Live, I will end up doing it on YouTube. So just keep an eye out for them. They will eventually be two separate videos because, again, these take time and they're rather long videos. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to check out the playlist to see who else is playing along with Scraptember 2022. Also, check out the Facebook group. That link is down below in the description box, and I will check y'all later.